And welcome everybody. We'll stay until the end until we can have some suggestions or just comments and talk about the class. So I have the little paper plate. You can have two or one. Two, it's also giving you some ideas to do other stuff. But just sit in your chair just for a moment. And I'm starting a little late, so we'll end up a couple of minutes after 12. So be mindful if you need to leave, that's okay. So take a moment in your chair, as we have been doing for a couple of years. Thank you so much for continuing, but just allow yourself to take the seat with the alignment that we've been working on. That is a nice long spine. The feet touch the ground, so you really feel rooted in your feet, in your heels, and your toes, and your sit bones. The shoulders are stacked on your hips, and you feel this alignment, this verticality, this growing of your spine, and the crown of your head is reaching up as if was pulling by an imaginary thread to the sky. So you have this opposition of feet on the earth, sit bones at this moment on the chair, shoulders nice and aligned, relaxed, neck long, and crown reaching up. Try to sit aligned, tall and proud and dignified, not scrunched like that, but we want to really engage belly and just settle down. So you're seated upright somehow and relax. So we can start our breath. So mainly yoga is not really all about movement. It's really the connection of the breath and the movement. But the breath is first. First we breathe. We try to really sit in alignment so we can open, be free to really be mindful and aware of the breath. There is no correct or incorrect way to breathe. The way you breathe is your own way. But the way we start the yoga is really just paying attention to your breath. I'm just continuing to talk, you just continue to breathe a natural, even very soothing, smooth inhalation and smooth exhalations. Try to not fidget too much. Try to stay grounded, engaging your belly, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing jaw as I keep you in talking and trying to keep you upright and trying to soften and continue to breathe in your own pace. My hands are down on my thighs. My elbows and my arms are relaxed next to my body. I'm still sitting tall and mindful, paying attention to how I am seated, how am I breathing, and how my nervous system is calming down to start our yoga. At this moment, when we just did maybe 2, 3, 4 breaths, we bring the hands to the center in the Namaste Mudra, the Anjali Mudra, where we set our intentions. Our intentions is simply to keep focus on the practice, but this is your own intention. Your blessing, it could be a sense of gratitude for this moment, for yourself, for the breath, for anything that resonates with you at this time, at this moment in your lives. It's always good to be thankful, to be mindful. If you cannot think of nothing for your intention, thank you is a good thing to start, or it could be simply something, I want to be healthy, I want to be happy, I want to be positive, something real, short, and something yours. So you come back after your yoga to your intention, you review your intention. For now, sit down, your hands come back to your hand, to your thighs, up or down. Your choice, it doesn't matter. You just set down the hands. Take a final breath together. We're just breathing through the nose. and just empty out completely out of your nose. If you close your eyes, open your eyes again, welcome yourself officially to the room and to your practice. Interlace the fingers all the way into your web of the skin of the fingers of the hands. Stretch them out and forward. Lift them up. Extend the arms, extend the belly, extend the waist, extend the ribs. Bring them forward. Up one more time. So you can be here. You can leave the hands not interlaced if it's too much. You can be a little forward. Just move your arms. Get a little bit out of your comfort zone. We're stretching, reaching the hands up to the sky, maybe lengthening, breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Bring the arms forward again. One more time up. And one more time forward. Last time, arms up. Lift up. Maybe even bring the hands a little behind your ears. Breathe one more time. Exhale. Release the hands. Bend the elbows. Release the hands. We're stretching fingers out as if we want to stop something. Stop the hands. Stop the walls on your sides. And then make circles here. Little circles. Tiny circles. Any direction. We'll do both. And then switch. Still nice and tall, still breathing, getting warmer, right? Come to center and just press the hands up and then press them out and down. Point the fingers down, keep the arms stretched, and then do circles here. Nice tiny circles, no big. Tiny circles, keep breathing, and then change directions, getting warmer. Arms are a little burning by now. Keep breathing. And then go up and down like a little wing, up and down, up and down. And then bring your arms forward, like a stop forward, stop forward. We're just going to take a little breath and relax and continue from here. Just take a moment here. See if your shoulders creeped up on you. Relax them down, relax your face, get your breath back. Yoga is really about connection and breath work and just having control and your breath to soften and allow the body to be settled, to regulate. All right. And then from here, if you are back, come a little bit forward in the front of your chair. We'll soon start with the plate and we're gonna have fun. So this is just a little warm up. So go to the stop again. So press the hands forward. We're gonna keep the right hand forward, like squeeze it, lengthen it, and then the elbow, the left elbow comes in and it points back. So you really have to come forward. So if you have no space in the back, you're gonna hit your elbow. Come back forward, change arms. So one is reaching forward, fingers are pointing up, and the elbow presses back, even behind you. Stretch the front of your shoulder. Bring the arm forward. So we're going to flow here a little bit. On your own, you can do maybe at the same time. You can go a little faster. You can start going like a little swimming. Or you can do one at a time, really concentrate on one arm. If you hurt on one shoulder, if something is bothering on one side, just modify. You don't have to lean so much back and forth. You just do the stretch you need, the effort that you need. Just keep breathing. We'll do one more on each side. Stretching fingers, stretching arms, stretching elbow, stretching shoulders. You're getting even a little twist in your belly. All right. So you can do the intensity. You challenge yourself as much as you want. Press one arm forward, one elbow goes back. Very good. Both arms forward and just point the fingers forward all the way down. One more time, reaching forward and then all the way up. And then let's point the fingers away from each other like a little, away like a little wave and out and towards each other. One more time, up, out, maybe a little towards the floor and up and towards each other. And then relax, make little jellyfish hands, or I don't know what this is, like little open and closing the fingers, relaxing fingers, just enjoying this little movement, whatever it means. And then come this mudra. This is a gesture with your hands. It brings concentration, it brings dignity, and it just brings all the tippy fingers, the finger pads all together. Then you can do a little closing and opening, like little Medusa hands, opening and closing, whatever you feel this is. And then just relax the hands, let them just rest. And then just take a moment, see if your shoulders are up, bring them back and down. Let's do that. Let's do shoulders, bring them up, keep them up, bring the shoulders up, really bring them to where I say no, bring them up, and then relax them with a big sigh. Exhale. Good, let's do that, feels good. Inhale, bring your shoulders up, kind of like the hunchback, really bring your arms up, all the way up, lift your belly, and with a big sigh, with a big exhale, just empty, breathe breath out. Lift your shoulders, get uncomfortable, get weird, shoulders to the ears, relax your shoulders, big exhale, let it go. Let's do a little neck, relax the neck, chin down. Inhale, chin up to neutral. Turn your head out to the right. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Head to center, turn a little bit to the left. Come to center one more time, chin down. Inhale, breath, chin to neutral. Go to the right. Stop at the center. Go to the left. And come to center. When you bring your chin down, one more time, bring the chin down to the chest. You're gonna do a little bit semicircle. So with the chin down, go right and left. Tiny little smiles. Imagine you're drawing a little smile onto your top chest. Left and right, left and right, left and right. Come back to neutral. Inhale, head back to center. And then we'll do a little bit of side. Right ear, right shoulder. Please don't force anything. It's just a little bit, a little side stretch on your side of your neck. Come back to center. We'll do two more. Go easy. You can stay in one side where you feel more tight. Breathe there. All the way to the left. Stay there if you need to. So you can be your own guide, your own teacher, wherever you see, oh, this feels good, I have to stay longer on this side. You're welcome to do that, okay? So you be your own guide, your own teacher. You are the best at knowing your own body. Inhaling, coming back to center, and then we're just gonna relax. We're gonna get our plate, all right? Get the plate, paper plate. Happy New Year. All right. So one plate, I'm doing my right hand. You can do your right hand. So I'm going to bring it up and bring it down. Two more times. So you kind of maybe, if you want, you can follow with your gaze the plate. Bring it down, lift it up. And bring it down. It feels like when you have the plate, maybe you lift a little higher because you have a little bit of pointing, a little bit of focus. Bring the hand down, bring the plate down and switch. All right, so switch the hand. Maybe this one feels better. Maybe you lift, really lift your arm, your waist, your ribs, bring it down, maybe a little behind. Lift it up, enjoy it. Maybe follow it with your gaze. You can follow it down and behind, all the way up and all the way down behind and bring it back to center. Now we're gonna go sideways. So I'm gonna go right hand out, all the way up to the side, bring it back. One more, so 2 times. Bring it back. And then left side. I'm going to turn the arrow in a minute. Just do 2 more with the plate. Up and down with your breath. And then we start on this side. We're gonna change the plate on the top and lower. So we'll lift up, bring the arm up, change hands, and lower, right? So we're getting a little more fancy with the plate. Change the plate, lower it, lift it up, change the plate at the top, lower both hands, lift up, lower. So if you don't have a plate, you can do that, right? Without the plate, but it just feels that you have this, it feels like fun. You're grabbing your fingers get a lift, get a little movement, and then lower, right? We're gonna make it a little bit fancy. Let's start with this side, okay? We're gonna go behind, okay? So you need to come a little bit forward. You're gonna bring it behind. So left hand now, elbow behind, and then from the front and behind. So you need to kind of bring your elbows behind, try to lift, try to keep your hips on the chair, bring your plate behind. If you don't have a plate, I guess you can do a little bit of back and forth with your hands. Let's do a couple more. Go at a pace that feels good. Again, if I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow, you modify. Let's go to the other side. So starting with my right, let's go back and forward, changing direction. You can also get a little bit of movement using core, going forward and back. If this is too much, just stay up and lift it. Don't move your torso. But if you want a little bit more, you can go forward and back, so get a little fancy, a little more coordination. Very good. So we stop. I'm grabbing my plate on my left hand. So I'm going to combine a little bit of up and sideways. Okay, so up, cross it, bring it down, back behind, and up and down, bring it behind, a little bit more fancy, more upright. You can also move your torso forward and back. One more. And then we'll change sides. So when you grab it to the right, bring it to the left, bring it behind, go forward and back and up, forward, back. If you can stay up, you don't have to move your torso. You can stay up, just move your arms. If this is too much, you can go slower, all right? You can bring it in the center in front of you. You can kind of switch around if you want to do it one center, one behind. But just use the plate, kind of fun, have fun with it. If I'm making a little crazy smile. Okay, we're playing with our brains. Bring the arm back, bring the arm forward. Okay, so both hands placing the plate. Bring it up, bend the elbows, bring it behind. All the way up, bring it behind, elbows up. Lift the plate as if you were carrying a weight here. Lift the plate, so use your own body, your own resistance, get some mobility, some agility. One more. I'm going to bring the arms forward. I'm still holding the plate and I'm doing a little twist, like holding a wheel, right? Holding a little cartwheel, little those crazy carts that we use the kids, right? They used to move the wheel around. So go to the side and to the side. You can get a little more fancy, moving your body to the side, or you can stay upright and just move your arms. So move one shoulder up, maybe get a little bit more fancy. You can also keep it more close to the body. And you can extend it out. You can go a little faster. You can stay in one side. You can stay in the other. Kind of move 1, 2, 3 and stay. 1, 2, 3, stay. That's kind of fun. And 1, 2, 3 and stay. Good. Bring the plate down. Take a moment here. If you want to shake fingers, shake hands. All right. And then we'll do some legs. All right. Before we do the leg, put the plate somewhere so you don't lose it. I'm just going to keep it because I can keep it, but you just hold on to the chair and just lift one leg and lift the other. Lift the hip and lift the leg. Lift it a little bit. Lift the foot. If you can lift the hips even, that would be great. If you can just lift the foot, that's fine. So do maybe 1 and 1 and leg, lift the hip, lift the leg, one more, hip, hip, and leg, all right? So the arm is gonna go forward. I'm gonna touch my knee to the plate, or I don't have to. 1, 2, and 3. So you can tap it down and meet the plate to the leg, or just try to lift it. It doesn't have to touch. By this time, you're feeling your belly. Okay, so you can use your hands and lower. Let's change. All right, so you can lift it or keep it there, or you can lower your plate to the leg. So you can do a little coordination here, or you really lift the hip and lift the leg a little, as much as you want. Okay, let's do one more. Please don't forget to breathe. This is hard. Let's rest here. And then I'm gonna do a little coordination. So I'm gonna do left knee, right hand. All right, and then change. You can do one hand and switch. So you're trying to lift the knee to the opposite side, and you don't have to have a plate. You can do it without the plate, do it with your hands. But if you have the plate, just tap and tap. And if you want, you can straighten the leg, one a little more, or you can keep it bent, use your belly. You can lean back a little bit, but just to lift your knee. One more and one more. Relax the plate, relax your breath, relax everything you have been doing, your effort. Even close your eyes, catch yourself, regulate yourself. I'm gonna do a little more with the plate, all right? So before we do what I'm gonna do, I want you to really engage the belly here, okay? So when you inhale, hold the belly. Exhale, loose the belly. Inhale, hold the belly in. So really like you're coughing. And when you cough, hold the breath, that's your abdominals. So inhale, cough, hold it, and loosen it up. So belly goes in, engaging, and loosen it. Inhale, get the breath to work, get those abdominals, get that core working, and then relax. All right, so I'm gonna go forward with your plate and back. So forward, you can open the legs a little wider, go a little forward and back, behind. So you can reach forward and back. So this is why you want the belly to be engaged. You're doing a lot of abdominals. Your spine is straight. Go as much as you want forward, go as much as you want back. And one more forward and one more back. You can also do it with the plate to your chest, going forward and leaning back, going forward. The plate doesn't do anything. It's just something to hold on to, right? One more forward, one more back. All right, so we're still using our breath and our belly. So we're gonna do a little bit forward as we bring the hand underneath one leg and the same leg 2 more times. You can go forward, use your belly, go forward, change place, and then go to the other side. So from the inside out and underneath, grab the plate, forward and back. I hope you're enjoying this. Remember to breathe. One more. Beautiful. So now we're gonna do under and behind your back. So let's go behind and under and forward and under and behind. See, I already lost it. Underneath, behind your back, under the other leg, under this leg, forward, under, behind your back, and under, behind your back, under the other leg. Here we go. Under, behind your back, under the leg, behind, under the other, and behind. Make sure you do both sides. So now we're going to the right, under the left, grab it, go to the right and to the left. So change it, doesn't matter. Just move. You want to move, you want to use the plate, go forward and back, or just stay up and just move the leg, the plate underneath and behind. All right. So changing a little bit, making the breath, the brain, I'm making my brain and my words a little crazy. All right, so stop here. Take a moment, please don't be judging and criticizing. It's just a little bit of fun, right? Just whatever happened. I hope you feel a little bit of belly. And then let's see if this works. So if you have a paper plate, depending on the surface, like here, it's not gonna work too much. You're gonna put it on the floor and go sliding the leg in and out. So I might need to kind of move. So you're in this surface that is smoother, like tile. It would work a little better, but this just makes it a little harder. So you can just point the toes on the toe mounts and open the leg out to the side. So one leg out only, all right? Out to the side. I'm on my toes. If you want, you can press the toe one, so you can even press your whole foot depending on your plate. Out and in. So open the leg out and then really work the leg to come in. Okay, so open it out fast and then slowly bring it back in. Let's do two more. Open it out fast and then slowly bring it in. Open the leg out and slowly bring it in. All right, change the leg, change the foot, just the toe. Keep the right leg steady, really grounded, rooted. And then I'm on my tippy toes. You can also set the foot down depending on your plate, depending on your surface. You can do your whole plate. You can also kind of use your tippy toes. See, when you use the tippy toe on the floor, moves a little faster. So you can go faster. Just make sure the knee doesn't go in and out. The knee is straight over your ankle. So I don't know if you're going, just go maybe a couple more. I'm going really slow. Open slow, close, open fast, and actually close slow. You can set the foot down, keep your tippy toes, up to you. How depends on the floor, on the surface where your plate is sliding. You can go really slow and fast to open, and then bring it in really slow and squeeze. Bring it out, close, open, and then squeeze it in slowly. One more. And close, slowly squeeze the legs together. All right. Take a moment here. You can get the plate back on your lap. Take a moment, see in and feel how you are, how you feel. So we have to do a little bit of standing. I want to do a little bit of standing. Not too much with the plate because I don't want you to be concerned too much on your balance. But it's kind of fun to do some standing with the plate. It gets other muscles to work in like a workout. Okay, so stand on your 2 feet, have the plate near you. You can always, please, always hold on to the chair. Just take a moment to stand. If you don't stand up quickly, don't hurry. Take a moment to feel your feet, your toes, your heels, your arches, all parts of your feet connected. Feel that sensation that we started. You root yourself. Now you're not seated. So really root your feet, press your feet, and get that lift and that sensation of the ground reaching up to the sky. So you don't want to stand to one side, or you want to lean on the chair. Nice open legs, about hips distance is great. And the hands can face forward. So you feel this beautiful alignment, beautiful posture, shoulders back, neck long, relax face, and we just engage your legs and everything to contribute to a nice standing, strong, and proud. All right. You can hold on to the chair, go behind your chair and go a little bit high on your tippy toes and then low. So go a little bit high on your tippy toes, raise your heels and then lower. All right, if you feel comfortable, maybe do one hand. So you can raise on your tippy toes, raise one hand, lower your heels, lower the hand. Maybe you can do both. Please be careful. Always come back to holding on to the chair. Lower back, lift your heels. Lower back, lower your arms. So we'll do it without hands. Fine. If you can hold on to the chair, fine. Do two more. When you lift, lift everything. See how your legs are so strong and kind of wobbly and shaky. And then slowly, slowly lower, lower, lower. All right. I'm going to use the plate. So if it's hard to kind of set it on the floor, so please be careful to fold and bend and set it down. When you are just right a little bit behind the plate, right? We're going to go bring the foot forward, bring it back, all right? So you're working also on the standing leg. Point the toes and flex the toes. Point it, stretch it, bring it in, point it, and bring it in. So now we're going to go a little bit to the side with the pointed toe and bring it in. Pointed toe, bring it in, pointed toe, and bring it in. And let's go backwards, okay? So you lose the plate, I hope not. So really use the toes, stretch it back, bring it in, one more, bring it in, and one more time, stretch it back and bring it forward. So maybe if it's okay, we'll just two circles, little circle out, and change directions from back to front, from back to front. And then just keep your plate right there and set the foot down. Feel the difference on the legs, on the hips, maybe the glutes. You can swing the hips just a little bit. And now without the plate, just without the plate, carefully, if you want, you can go behind the chair and you can just do a little bit of side to side without the plate, lifting the leg just a little bit away from the hip. So my foot is pointing forward, forward, out, and then you're going to bring it across, across, out, across, out. Bring it behind, out, behind, out. Then forward, out, behind, out, forward, out, behind, out. And then set the feet back together. Anything you want, you can do some side stretches, some hip to hip, side to side. All right. Let's bring the arms forward like we did at the beginning, interlacing. The hands all the way in, stretch the arms forward, lift the arms up, and go side to side here. Go a little side to side. Please, if you have to do holding on to the chair, just do a little arm at a time. Switch hands, do the other hand at a time. If you're steady in your legs, you're doing a little side stretch, your whole side, your whole hip, your whole leg, everything, your side body stretching. Come back to center, bring the arms back forward, release the fingers, shake them out. So before we do the other side, do the down dog on the chair. It's so great for the spine. All right, so I'm just going to turn the chair just a little bit. You don't have to. And just hold on to the chair as you walk behind a couple of steps. So your hips are creating, your legs are creating an L shape. You can bend your legs and bring your torso parallel to the floor. The booty is pointing back, bend the legs if you want. Hands are on the chair, but just really feel the stretch, your shoulders, your waist, your calf muscles. Great stretch for plantar fasciitis, by the way. And just make sure that you're not leaning too much, too strongly on your chair, so your chair will not slide. Great stretch at any time you feel some tension in your spine. Anytime you feel you need a little movement, this is the best stretch. Adho Mukha or downward dog on the chair. Please take a couple of breaths here, full breath, inhaling and exhaling. You can switch and bend the legs or keep them straight, up to you. Look down and enjoy the stretch, feeling with breath. And as you start coming up, bend the legs and come and step closer to your chair. So hold on to the plate and bring it out to the second side. So now it works for me because I have the floor with slides, right? It's kind of fun, so make sure it doesn't whoop, just fly away. Make that standing leg nice and strong. Get your feet to work for you. Just the toes are going to point forward and bring the leg back like a little ballet here with the plate. Bring it back, forward, and bring it back. Let's go side, point, and bring it in. Point out, bring it in. If you don't have a plate, of course, you can do that. But it just feels like you have the plate, you have a little more feedback, more control. You can also set the hand on the hip. All right, let's step it back, bring it in, back, and bring it in. I think I lost count here, bring it in. All right, so let's bring a little circle, tiny circle, and then from the back to the front, from the back to the front. Now, if you want to put the plate just a little bit away, go behind the chair. If you want, so you don't hit the chair or something, so you can open that leg out, couple times out, foot pointing forward. So don't lean so much on your chair. You're standing, hips are not moving. Then you're going to bring it across, 2 times across, 2 times behind, 2 times behind, across, forward in front, out to the sides, behind 2 times, and times. So let's do across, out, behind, across, in front, out, behind. My leg is burning. 1 more, front, out, behind, and step both feet down. Arms interlace. Lift them up, go side to side, or hold on to the chair and go a little bit side to side. Go side to side, releases some tension in your lateral body. And then we'll do 1 more down dog stretch. It just gets the spine to calibrate, to reset. You can also use the bottom of your chair. If you're a little bit more, you want a little more challenge, go to the lower part of your chair. If you find the chair, both hands on the chair, and just do your down dog, stretching the arms nice and strong. You can always say, no, I changed my mind, and you go back to the first one, which is holding the back of your chair, making sure the chair will not slide. Don't lean so much on your chair. And then step back as many steps as you want and lower your torso down as much as you can. You can bend your legs. I want you to have the torso nice and straight, and the knees can be bent. So nice, strong, straight torso, parallel to the floor. Lift your belly and get a nice couple of breaths in here. Breathing fully, emptying out. Fill with breath, and exhale, empty. As you start coming out, bend your legs and very gently, gently, gently start stepping so you get a little closer to your chair. Get a little closer to your chair and go back to that mountain, the mountain or the Tadasana where you're just standing. Maybe you can keep the hands just touching the tips of the back of your chair, or you can maybe release and try a little bit of strong standing, strong Tadasana, firm, very beautiful posture, so proud, so firm, solid, but breathing. You're breathing fully, chest and belly and feet, everything just filled with breath. Okay, so we have time. One more thing I'm going to do standing. Just a warrior one, conventional warrior one. All right, so go back behind your chair. You don't have to turn. Bend the front leg, one front leg. Let's say I bend my right leg, the one closer to you keeps bending, and step the other leg back and press your heel down. That's all we're doing. And then straighten the leg and lift your heel. And then lower the back heel, bend the front leg. Now, if you are okay with your legs like this, you can straighten the arm, lift both legs, and then you bring the hand back to the chair and rest the heel down. Lift the heel, both legs straight, lift the arm. Looks so beautiful, right? Like a little ballet, but it's warrior one. Bend the front leg as much as you want. If you want more, if you want less, you can also kind of walk the leg back and make it bigger. So it's up to you. All right, and then be careful, bring the hand back to the chair, put the weight on the top leg and just kind of take a little step forward, take a moment in that Tadasana, holding on with the chair, with your hands, hips a little side to side, move the legs, loosen up the hips, maybe a little circle. And if you did that, take the circle the other way. So now we're going to change the legs the other way. All right, so it was the right leg forward, left leg forward, step their other heel back. So I'm showing you from the front. Imagine I have the chair here. Show you just for a moment. You can probably see a little bit behind. All right, so it's my right heel is going to lower and lift it up, holding on to my chair. Lower, bend the front leg, press the back heel. So my front foot is facing under the chair and my back heel turns just a little bit out. So look from the front, all right? Turn the back heel in, toes turn out about 30 degrees. So straighten both legs, lift the back heel, and then lower the front leg, press the back heel. Now you can add your hand when you're ready. Lift your hand, lower your hand to the chair, press the heel down. Lift up, both legs straight, lift and lengthen, beautiful. Make sure you're breathing, lower the heel, lower the hand to the chair or all the way to the leg. One more lift, lift your belly. Enjoy the pose, make sure you're not tension. Enjoy it, bend the front leg a little bit, lower the hand to the chair or to the leg. Last one. Lower the hand to the chair, very carefully, put the weight a little bit more in the front leg so you can kind of step a little bit or one big step carefully back towards the chair. And again, just a little side to side, move a little bit to side or little circles. You can open the legs a little wider. You can bring the hands on the hips, see if this feels good. Side to side. And if you want the circles, of course, do the circles. It always feels good to move, Let's do a little shoulder. So shoulders up, big inhale and release. Inhale, shoulders up, 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 and let it go. One more, shoulders up. Squeeze your shoulder blades, get uncomfortable, and exhale, big sigh out. All right, so let's come back. Let's please come back to the chair. Coming back to my chair, sit back on your chair, take a moment. How do you feel? How does it feel? Don't lean back yet. We have a couple of minutes, so I want you to feel that you're going to do like a child's pose on the chair. All right, so you can bring your arm, you can widen the legs a little bit, bring the elbows on the thighs. This would be first option, and stay here. Or coming a little bit more and coming to your child's pose. So if the floor is too far, There's always another chair you can put. Some blocks, some books, and you bring the hands to something to support you. If you can easily reach the floor or your fingertips touch the floor, please let go of your head. So let's say I'm here, let go of my head, let go of my neck, and you are upside down. If you prefer to stay on your forearms, just let the head go here. And I want you to really feel that you're relaxing the part of your lower back. So really folding, almost feeling that you can press the thighs and your ribs together and just letting go here, physically, mentally, emotionally, letting go. So when you're upside down, let the weight and the head and the neck go. Let the jaw be soft, unhinge your jaw. Loosen up your eyes. Let go of any holding in your face. So even if you can go like this and flutter your lips, nobody's looking, you're upside down, be funny in your face, let go of any holding, any tightness, any movement. You can go yes and no, you can say maybe, loosen up. So carrying about 10 or 11, 12 pounds the weight of your head all day. So now letting the weight drop towards the floor, letting tension release. And don't forget to breathe. Even if you're upside down, you please breathe here, especially breathe here, breathe fully. And then very, very easy, because you've been down maybe a couple of minutes, very slowly, you can engage your belly, do that holding of your belly to lift up. You can also use the hand on the thighs and very, very carefully inhaling and coming up, 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 up to seated. Let's take a moment, see if you went too fast, see if you're okay, that you're seated nice and safely. I'm going to do a little bit of twist. If you still have your plate, if not, you can do it without the plate. But we're going to bring the hand, the right hand, across to the outside of your left knee. And the left hand goes out in front, out to the side, and maybe back. So keep holding the plate, bring the arm out and forward, out to the side, maybe gaze it back, gaze to the side, gaze forward, one more, side and back. And then release the hand back, stay here, take a full twist, and then release, bring the plate to the center, go all the way, left hand across to the outside of the right. Stay nice and tall, start twisting, right arm forward, to the side and back. All right, so you can follow it with your hand, with your eyes, your gaze, or you just keep feeling how your torso is twisting. Hold on with the plate on your hand, out and forward and back and behind. One more time, out, forward, and back and behind. So you can keep here or bring it back onto the chair and get a full sensation here on your twist. And still nice and tall, twisting the belly, twisting ribs, twisting shoulders. And slowly, slowly, slowly undo, untwist, come back to center. All right, and then we'll just do a little circle here, still with the plate, little circle forward, do a little bit so your spine is also moving out and side and back and in, and reversing to the right, forward, back and in. 2 circles using your belly, your core. If you don't have a plate, you can do this with the hand, of course. I just dropped it, that's fine. All right, so you're doing a little cat-cow movement. Let's do that a little bit more with the arms forward and back. So arms forward, round, chin to the chest, and then arms reach behind, hold on to the chair, chest forward. If you want, you can lift your chin. And then round, belly goes in, arms go forward, chin to the chest, and then arms go down. You start rounding and then bringing your chest forward. Your hands can hold on to the chair or to the bottom of your chair. Lift your chest, open your heart. Forward, round, belly in, chin down, chest forward, hands down and back, and chest out. One more, forward, round, empty belly, chin to chest, arms to chair, lift, and then arch, holding on or reaching your hands behind. And just such a feel-good pose to do a counter for all the rounding onto ourselves, right? So your chin is not happy here, just bring it so it's natural, it's neutral, and just return to where you feel the way we started, on the sit bones, on the chair, and stacking in a way that we are aligned. Take a moment here to start a little bit of how we come to the end of the practice, but not to please undermine it. Is still as important to finalize the practice with a little bit of Shavasana, where the effects of the yoga start to take place. So align your body again with the feet, with the hips, with the shoulders, and the same sensation that the verticality, the spine tall, the vertebra responding, neck long, head high. And the hands can remain here with the hands facing up. Is a nice releasing of your shoulders and your elbows. And take a moment here. So I'm going to guide you for 5 counts of equal breath of 4 counts and 4 counts out. So when you're ready, exhale completely. And you can close your eyes and just allow the breath to fill you for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do that again, inhaling, filling up with breath, all the way to the count of 4, and counting down, 4, 3, 2, 1. So notice how we feel the breath from the nose goes to the belly. And then when you empty out, it goes from the belly out to the nose. Take your time. Use your imagination to see how when you breath goes down to the belly, and breath comes up from the belly to your nose, exhaling. So it's not only exchanging air and CO2, inhalations, exhalations, there's also the sensation of going down and going up. So sense the breath. We'll do one more time together. Feel in for 4 counts. Take your time. Don't hold any tension. Just start really noticing how the breath comes and how the breath exits the body, exhaling, releasing, detoxifying, cleansing, and healing. So the breath has a lot of power. All right, then just relax. Just the way you are, wherever you are. Just take a moment to not do anything and just observe your breath. Without counting, just let it be your own breath, your own personal, natural, intimate breath. Nobody has your breath. We all breathe the same. but nobody is breathing your body. So when you come to Shavasana, this is where the body is resting. You allow the body to completely let go. So you prepare the body with the poses, with the movement. So you come to stillness to observe the breath. Nothing moves. You just sit here comfortable. You allow yourself to even roll on the floor, on a carpet, on a couch, and do nothing but breathe. Be very steady, very still, very quiet. And the purpose here also is to quiet the mind. It's a proven fact that if you quiet the breath, you quiet the mind. So you do not stop breathing. You do not stop thinking. You think, but you can see your thoughts. Your thoughts get slower, get a little clarity in your thoughts, get some sensation that feels something you cannot explain. So this is the Shavasana, the corpse pose, the meditation, the relaxation, the moment we are all trying to find some peace, some quiet, and some feel-good moments. So take this moment, see if you can make a mental photograph, a mental imprint of this special, precise moment where your breath in your mind and your bodies are quiet, they're in unison, they're connected, they're flowing, they're at ease, and you just feel this beautiful, joyful sensation. And this is our natural state. We are born with the joyful, natural state of being okay. And then we start carrying all this stuff, all the things we are learning to do. We must unlearn and be okay to be quiet and do nothing, but just observe your own self. This doesn't happen in a day. It's a practice. You practice 1 minute of quiet one day, then the next day, maybe you can do 2. So you are, after the relaxation, feeling that you can make great decisions. You are going to think with more of your full senses, with a brain that has rested and has worked for you, with the heart that is purer and simpler and healed, even if it's just for a moment. And the beauty of this class here, and the only thing I can think of to stay home, is that you don't have to leave. You could stay longer. You can stay 10 minutes, 15, an hour. It's your house, your space, your time. And thank you so much for staying till this moment, almost at the end. We're going to start unwinding. And that means you start bringing a little movement, tiny, tiny little movements, lovingly, no hurry, no rush, to move the little fingers, like little piano fingers. Maybe the little toes move a little bit. Which other movements you want to incorporate? Maybe your head turns just a little bit side to side. You don't want to change this beautiful sensation of quiet you have created for yourself. So we're just going to bring the hands back into this mudra. It's like an open hand of focus, brings dignity, brings attention, and it keeps you a little steady and proud and seated nice and upright. You can also bring it in front of your belly. It's a beautiful gesture, and it helps you with memory and focus. Bring the hands back to Namaste. Please remember, if you remember your intention, to be joyful, to be happy, to be healthy, or your personal, intimate, private intention, review it. Notice how you feel, how it brings you back, how you can take it into your heart, how you can take it in towards the rest of your day. So with this, we close our eyes, we bow a little bit towards our hands, and we thank ourselves first for coming in. We thank each other. I thank you for showing up all these times, all these Wednesdays together through the screen. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me be your teacher, for teaching you and learning myself to be a teacher. I want to learn more. It's good to learn. I don't know. And the more you know, the more you know you don't know. So thank you again, fondly, honestly, sincerely. Namaste. Thank you. Until we meet again.